Crazy, no one.
I mean, all these guys are just like, some of these pro teams are just taking big risks. So it looks like we're live into this pistol round.
The real one here is we're going to wait for this gun sound to come out, and indeed it is. It's going to be off noon. That's going to try to peek out towards B. Big flash coming through, and they're not going to come in contact. He gets Gushas, and he's just trying to run back towards the headshot box, but he does manage to maybe take one down before. Yes, indeed, he was able to kill a Cillian. It's a 4 versus 3, but at least Splyce have taken over this B bomb site for a plant.
Yeah, Davy's going to put the bomb down. It's in the back of the site. It's 4 checkers. There is a kit on a Dexter. No smoke. They only have 2 flashes. And Davy's in this bomb site. He has the raid boss buy, so he has armor. He's got the Tech 9. Plenty of bullets to be able to handle anything that comes his way. But actually he has a nade out, and that's a little bit of a mistake. Oh, wow, he makes up for it. 2 very, very nice kills there. Actually, this plant isn't entirely for checkers. This is a bit of a mistake. I think he actually been able to stop this. He's just out of the vision. They do eventually get him, but imagine, again, who else but Imagine would find 2 stellar headshots like that to end the round. 6 stuff. Winterfox take the pistol round.
That is insane, and I think even at this point, we came in a little bit late in that pistol round, but I think they only had Offnu playing that by himself, spawning it first, and then play that retake on the other side and focus a lot of defense on that A side.
It's actually APOC who really saved the day with just 1 kill. The one player who is going to come into vents and pinch towards checkers, he gets picked off, and that's what buys Offnu the time to fall back to headshot and get just 1 more kill. But still, if that plant is actually the standard plant for checkers, that kill on the diffuser comes in quicker, and Imagine doesn't have an opportunity to get those 2 shots. So a little bit of a mistake on the plant. Not quite sure why that happened as well. They had plenty of time to get that plant down properly.
Well, maybe still shooken up from that last map where they lost in 8. And now they're getting, they're running across, and Zusi decides to just tap it. He has so much time in his hands now.
That's 2 kills that Zusi gets that he wasn't even aiming for. He's aiming for the far guy both times, and people just wandered into his bullets.
And that's what I say, right? Tap, tap, tap with the last one towards that forklift. All right. Good start for them, at least.
Yeah, really, really nice start.
So 2-0. They were trying to go for that fake towards A to try to get a plant towards B, but Winterfox did not bite on that fake because they just dropped too easily for there for Splyce. So 2-0 in favor of Winterfox. After that initial bomb plant from Splyce, they will opt to go for a gun round in this 3rd one. Aggressive push coming in from Dexter. And he's going to hide in the smoke, being spammed across through the smoke, down to 19 HP as well. Still, I thought he was able to catch Arya off guard, but Arya turns around just on time, gets the kill, but they're pushing through their blue door as well, but it's an MP9 versus an AK-47, and now they fall behind by 2 players.
Yeah, I mean, just a huge advantage for Splyce in this round because of all of the SMGs, all the weaker rifles. There's only 1 M4 and 1 FAMAS, and the rest are SMGs, so there's still a chance for Winterfox to get back into this round. There is a split in this defense, though. It's basically 1-1-1, so no matter where Splyce goes, they're going to have the advantage in number. And it looks like Zuzi is going to be the unlucky, or the lucky, depending on how you look at it.
He's got lucky last round.
Yeah, well, he's got a nade as well, and he's going to use that towards mid, which is a bit of a bummer. And unfortunately as well, Winterfox is paying a lot more attention towards this B bomb site, so Zuzi's got to try and get some kind of information. It is a little interesting that they're abandoning the weaker weapon to be all on his own.
Spammed across the blue door, down to 65 HP, trying to be flushed out from that molly on the right side of the site, and that's it. Nothing more than that for Zusi. Imagine trying to come in to support, but the bomb is going to get planted.
Yeah, this is a strong one from Splyce. That's a Molotov. That wasn't the shots.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought for a second. See, I thought for a second it was
okay.
the shots. I was like, all right, things are getting crazy now. Davey, though, he's going to end things before they really get going. Offnu still feeling it from the last map. Looked like he wanted to go for that.
Yeah.
So Splyce is on the board.
But what was interesting here for Splyce as well was that when they went for that aggressive peek towards that mid, Arya dropped down, got that first kill, and there was a ruckus that happened towards that mid side, but after that, it's calmed down. We really haven't had that much more map opportunity or map coverage from Splyce on the other end on BRA. So as soon as mid was cleared out, they had to reset again and try to work slowly. So I'm wondering if they're trying to work a little bit too fast on that mid side.
I mean, it both have success. You just can't, you can't just do only one because people will catch on to that. So you have to be able to do slow and fast. There's a nice kill from APOC. Good trade, though, from Arya coming out. And now Zuzi, he's actually, I mean, that's an overcommittal. He has nowhere to fall back to in that gunfight. He has the only option to just stand and see if he can win it. So 50-50 fight doesn't go his way. And now look at this. Splyce going to readjust over towards B. And Offnu knows it's coming. He's called for help. Is it going to be there in time? It's Dexter with the AWP. A little bit unwieldy. There's 2 kills for Offnu. That's a huge performance, but he's burning alive this whole time. Dexter does get one, brings it into a 2-on-1. Arya, the last man left.
He did his job, and Arya has no idea where the last 2 players are, so he wastes a molly inside the B bomb site. trying to go for a kill first. 1 minute left on the clock up against Dexter and Imagine. And Ofnu, I mean, has been a key player. He got 2 kills, stayed alive long enough. A nice pop flash from his teammate as well to be able to peek out.
Huge mistake from Arya, though. He's basically put himself in a situation where this could very well be an impossible round to win now just because he's left the bomb. He had the chance to cross over. He's very, very fortunate that Dexter with the AWP isn't peeking through that choke point. They're looking to see if he's going to get aggressive. Being honest, actually, even if he falls back, you could see Imagine is kind of going to go check towards mid. But so Arya, he's very lucky that they're giving him the opportunity to go pick up the bomb once again, this time with no smoke cover.
It's going to be a fake plan to start here for Arya with 23 seconds left on the clock. Really, Dexter and Imagine just waiting for the full plant and the retake. Arya decides to do so. Not really planning for anything, so he's going to have to play this safe and turtled up inside the site. At least he has 2 flashes to work with. Wastes the first one now. Dexter coming in from lower as Imagine coming on top of Heaven. The flash coming through. The spray on the first one connects. The other one only has 46 HP, but he turns across with the USP. And Dexter wins that fight, comes in for the defuse, and it is now going to be 3-1 in favor of Winterfox.
Good recovery there, but it's still so much damage out of the economy. Bring that into a 1-on-1. I mean, that spray was a little bit messy. Almost didn't think he was going to be able to win it. But, I mean, look at, again, Ofnu just having a huge performance. The fact that he gets 2 there is so incredible, and even if he burns alive, I mean, Dexter just barely gets there in time to make that work. So a really good round from Ofnu to hold him off as long as possible. And Winterfox with a lead now. Although, I mean, you can tell, Splyce knows that there's been so much economic damage done because they're just going to buy anyways into this round. 2 Tech 9s, 3 AK-47s, not a bad buy. They're going against an AWP and again some SMGs. But, I mean, if Splyce is able to win this, that resets the economy of Winterfox. That allows Splyce to kind of slingshot ahead of them in the scoreboard.
Sicilians try to push out, but they've played it aggressively towards that playground, and Apoc's going to get that kill. Zusi as well from the vents, but it's traded 2 for 2. They have taken control of checkers a bit with Buzza.
You got to be happy with those trades considering those are the 2 SMGs. For them to go 1 for 1 is actually huge for Winterfox. It's now on Imagine, and that's Swift. Davey has no chance to respond.
Buzza still trying to lurk across, going head-to-head against Ofnu, but Ofnu has been a key player, anchor player for B-side. But somehow they've left the A side open, and Arya's going to try to move in and clear it out. Doesn't really know where the CTs are positioned, and now he gets spotted from the truck, and he knows that it's clear for him to plant now. What
is this plant? He's out in the open. That's insane. that's so ballsy.
Big
courageous.
kahunas.
Yeah, you could say that. It's very interesting that Splyce, I mean, this might just be some of the effect of being on a new lineup together, not having too much time together. But in that 3-on-3, Davey gets picked off in mid. Buzza falls over towards the B bomb site, and then Arya is left at A. So, I mean, there's no kind of coordination there at the end. It's not even like a timing hit onto one of the bomb sites, them spread out. They just seem to all fall one by one. So in the mid-rounds, making some very individual decisions, but this time they're all grouped up towards the B site. There's a double nade, and actually it looked like Apoc wanted to get aggressive, but either way, they're going to come right at him.
Easy first kill, quickly traded out though by Crucial. Big incendiary grenade, that's going to burn a lot of people and stop other ones in their footsteps. He gets 2 kills, Dexter on to support. Leaving now Arya, the last man standing. Another incendiary grenade to just keep him back, so he's going to fall back now. Bomb is down out in the open inside the B bomb site. Up against Dexter, Zusi, and Imagine. Where Arya will try to go back for an interesting play towards this vent side, hoping to get at least 1 kill. And play the clock. I mean, he still has a lot of time to work with.
Yeah, it is a minute, but I mean, he's going to make a noise when he drops down here. So he's hoping that Winterfox is going to give him a mistake, and they're not. So Zuzi's going to hear this as soon as he decides to commit to it, which is right now. And now everyone is going to be zoned in. An easy kill for Zuzi. So 5-1 now. And I mean, this scoreline doesn't really tell the full story of how close some of these rounds have been for Splyce. It almost feels like very similar to Mirage in the sense that there's some rounds where you thought they were going to just somehow win them, and in some way it just turns around.
CT side is looking good here for Winterfox. 5-1 on the scoreline for this Oceanic team. At least Splyce and company will finally have enough economy to go for full AKs. Going for a boost for an early peak, but an incendiary grenade is going to keep him back from Dexter. Running a boost to put Imagine up at Shroud spot. Meanwhile, they have lost a Cillian towards that B side early. Now, I wonder if that was a peek from Dexter.
All right,
actually, Dexter's opping mid.
There's the Winterfox op coming out to play. 2 kills for Dexter. That's pretty nice. And actually, Imagine somehow hasn't spotted anyone. He's trying to be patient with this. He's got to be careful. One's coming out of A main. There's the kill on a Crucial. And he's going to get, or actually, no, Dexter goes for 4
Yeah.
kills. So, all right, taking over. Here we go.
Well, we were questioning a little bit on that first map of Overpass where we didn't see that much of opping power coming in from Dexter. And here he comes bringing it up on a map like Cash. Crucial kills that were needed here to just let Winterfox focus more of the defense towards either A or B. He had that mid side on lock on his own.
Yeah, but if Splyce gets the, I mean, kind of figures out that he's going to be opping in mid alone, they're going to go right after him. They're going to say, all right, if you don't have backup, you know, we'll come right at you. And this time, yeah. So Dexter, he's got to play this so cautiously, and he gets around the corner literally just in time. But they're going to still press up, and he's not going anywhere. That's a nice flick. He's got to stay alive. The pistol's out. Imagine is going to respond. They have plenty of people here to kind of recover from this, but actually Imagine's under a lot of pressure as well. With the USP out, he does fall, so it's down to a 2-on-2.
Arya trying to go for this bomb plant. Actually, he falls back out. And I wonder if it is because of an incendiary grenade. Indeed it was. He throws a molly. That burns down Apoc. It's a 1 versus 1. Asilian only with the P250.
Yeah, but it's Offnu. And Offnu's been a monster tonight. And he can just be patient. He knows that Asilian has to cross into the bomb site. So Asilian going to salvage the M4. He's going to now try and make his way across the forklift. No smoke, just a Molotov for truck. That's going to at least cover one position, and here it comes. He now has spotted the shoulder, so he has an idea where Asilian is.
Asilian, a good job for him with that time remaining to fall back to pick up a rifle to give him a little bit of an edge. But speaking of Offnu, he just creeps up on that highway side and catches his opponent off guard to win that 1 versus 1. Is that why he has that IP in his name? He could just trace you?
I have no
IP trace you?
Yeah, that was good, I guess.
Thank you.
Every network admin in the world just laughs.
Oh boy, this man is hilarious.
That might have been a shadow as well. So either way, 7-1. This is a very strong defense right now, and Splyce hasn't figured out a way. And then this off from Dexter has come alive as well, even though he got caught off a little bit. And this could actually just break the back of Splyce. If this reverse boost works, it's going to tilt Splyce to no end.
Well, so far, it seems though Apoc is just going to go for it. Catches him off, but at least it's traded by Buzza.
Yeah, that could have been so much worse.
Mistake.
And even Asilian failing him out of a tough spot. Oh, and Dexter, it looked like that no-scope. He was going to recover in time.
Wow.
Zuzi now the next one up. Asilian's low. He doesn't know this, but he's going to get aggressive. And if he gets into this fight, if he's ready for it, now he knows where what is. The Molotov comes out, but Asilian's already out of there.
Meanwhile, we have made our way towards the B side. Davey clears it out. Never really clears towards the back of the site yet, but he's pretty confident that it is open. Buzza's going to move in for the plant. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit better this time than that pistol round, and that really was what turned things around for Splyce.
Was it Buzza that saved the day with that kill on the on whoever dropped down from reverse boost? Because that was the kill that wins it. If he gets a second kill there, and if he stays alive as well, then that push from Imagine through the smoke in A main is so much more impactful.
Asilian watching that rotation, takes down Zusi, so Offnu will not try to go for a 3 versus 1 at this point. We'll try to salvage this AK-47 for the next round. DV's going to try to spawn him a little bit here. It's going to clear out towards the heaven side. Offnu playing the angle. Davey gets the headshot.
All right, then. Get you some, Davey. Second round for Splyce on the offense now, so 2-7. Still a long, long way to go. Will be interesting to see where the money is, because since it's been in such a huge run, this money could just be built up to a crazy level. But it's not, actually. It's going to be very, very low. So Imagine is brought down to 500, and actually now that's the breaking point. This is now where Splyce has their opportunity to get back into this match to close this gap, finally.
Very just chaotic to start here from this spray at mid-smoke. A couple of nades being thrown as well towards that boost, but not really going to damage anybody yet. Asilian still looking semi-healthy at 76. So trying to clear out with an AWP. Leveraging Crucial to open up towards mid-side. And that flash to come through. Imagine going for the double peek with Zusi. They spotted one before, but he made it out safely. Now the blue door is going to open. They're going to hear it.
Arya is playing a very dangerous game. But he should be able to hear this boost as well. And he's just going to close the door, and he's going to fall away. I mean, this is where the mind games come in as well, because now that that boost has happened, they can actually just fall off of it and make Splyce commit so much to try and clear out boost if they come towards the A site. I think that's actually what they did. Yep.
We still have one lurking across here. It's going to be Davey on the B side with the AK-47. And look at that. Because of that time being wasted, they're rotating people out towards B. I think there was a flash or something being thrown because they forced a rotation out from A as well. Now Imagine's by himself towards this quad side, and it's going to be looking huge right now for Splyce on this take. Imagine has to come up big. The same way as Ofnu did towards B, he needs to get at least 2 kills. But Zusi finally supports him from that blue door, and there you go. There's that first kill. There's that second one. He plays his part. He gets a hat trick. Screw it. Don't go A, don't go B. First Splyce, nothing's working.
That's a sick round for Imagine. It looked like he was just about to get swarmed because actually there was so much utility. Look at what utility is in the side of Splyce. They had 2 Molotovs coming in to execute. They had 3 smokes. They had flashbangs. None of them are used. 1 Molotov forces Imagine out of the position, and he can't do that. So a little bit, very, actually, I mean, I almost said it's a small mistake. That's actually a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Let me amend myself, Splyce. That was a massive mistake.
Imagine if you could have dropped all grenades when you die. Think about the grenades that have fallen there. Now really garbage time for Splyce. They have nothing to work with. No armor either. Only pistols. Asilian by himself looking at his fallen teammate. Texted Deagle, but pushed up by Ofnu at Sunroom. And Splyce not looking too good anymore.
Yeah, this is a tough spot, and even though, and there's Buzza, he had 7 grand, so he's gonna buy. He's gonna drop the AWP over to Crucial. AKs are gonna come out as well. Fortunately for Arya, it's just going to be a Tech 9 for him. But the rest of the Winterfox side, they don't have an AWP anymore. Dexter, I mean, he had a really sick run with that, but at the moment just can't afford it. And this could be a chance for him to salvage one. But that's at least one advantage that Splyce is going to have here. Crucial with the op. If he can do some damage, he's going to get boosted up. And actually, Dexter, he's been so aggressive and maybe a mistake on the reload so quickly, but he had a chance. It looked like he was going to have a free kill there.
We're changing the pace right now for Splyce. Big flash coming through. Blinds 3 guys. Gets the first kill onto Buzza. They're moving inside B, though. They clear out the opener, but Ofnu is still alive inside the checkers. Arya's trying to spray through the smoke, but he's going to stay alive. Ofnu now clears it back out, forces a rotation out, or gives a chance for Winterfox to rotate from A to B. But we are committing this time for Splyce inside this area. Nice shot by Crucial from Checker. Don't know if Dexter should have peeked that.
That might have been a little bit over-aggressive. I knew he thought maybe he had a little bit more time to get out and actually help out Ofnu because he's in a really crazy spot. He's actually flashed himself. He has nowhere to fall back to. So now this is all of a sudden starting to collapse. Asilian can come right through the smoke. He's spraying through. Zusi trying to respond, can't find anyone. And now they can reverse boost. They can actually escape from this. And Asilian's going to try and go towards CT spawn, but he gets caught. Crucial with the bomb, though. He's going to head up towards A. Arya is here to try and distract as long as possible. Now he's going to fall back, but Imagine knows he's got a one-on-one. And Crucial, you're out in the open. That can't happen. You've got to do a safe plant or you've got to be a little bit more cautious, but a good find. And now, I mean, these 2 players from Winterfox, for whatever reason, they're not grouping up. Zusi is just now leaving the site, which means it's another one-on-one now for Arya if he's to hurry this up.
26 seconds left on the clock. Arya has to act quick. He does have a flash to work with. And now Zusi has been up with his teammate, so it's a 2 versus 1 towards the A side. 17 seconds left now. Runs back towards the front of the site, and Imagine was waiting there at the forklift. And yes, I mean, it was a great job by Arya to stay towards that checkers. Really forced that 1 versus 1 on both sides of the site. But that's the second time that we have the mistake where they tried to plant out in the open. Arya did it before. And now it's going to be Asilian. I
mean, that's a really cool idea in that situation. Just reverse boost the bomb and just bail out to the other bomb site. Just a bit unfortunate it doesn't work. But again, I mean, Imagine and Ofnu are just having ridiculously strong games for Winterfox.
Actually, sorry, I think Asilian already died towards B, so it was somebody else.
He did. He was the one who tried to sneak his way to the CT spawn. That was Crucial.
Crucial, yes.
Aggression towards A nade. Imagine's going to find himself one, and he's going to drop the nade as well. That should do good damage, at least onto Arya, but they don't push forward into it. The hit's going to come a little bit later on, the smokes and the flashbangs, but Zusi and Imagine have a pretty solid crossfire setup. And even Dexter has just come over in time with the AWP to end the dreams.
They've converged 4 guys inside the A side. There's really only Asilian left.
Yeah, Winterfox is rotating so quickly to wherever they feel pressure. Now, I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point that the last one is going to be a door. So Asilian, it's just kind of like choose your own adventure.
It's going to be, I'm going to stay at the door.
They all end their death.
He turned to page 76 and quickly met his doom. 10-2. Actually, maybe 11-2 now for Winterfox in this first half. Great plays, man. I mean, even at that point when they tried to execute towards the A site for Splyce, they already converged 4 players from Winterfox there to support players. And if you look at this kill distribution, 16, 13, 12, 10, everybody's really playing their parts towards this mid side. Really, you don't hear much from A-Block because all these kills are happening so early from Ofnu and from Imagine and also from Dexter.
There's so much confidence right now on this Winterfox side with the fights they're taking. And look at how fast they're rotating, everything. They're just being relentless and pursuing, you know, destroying Splyce and just wiping them off the map round after round. The bomb now, and this is the tough part, in a 2-on-4, the bomb is going off on its own again towards the A bomb site, and it's like Splyce just feels like every single time that they don't know what to do, so they just feel like they have to fake. They have to leave one member. They have to split up, see if he can cause enough of a distraction to make the fake work. And look at Crucial. He has the bomb and a Galil, but there's nothing he can possibly do.
Face to face against Dexter. Just loses against a CZ.
Hey, don't laugh at the CZ.
No, I'm not. It's not that I'm laughing. I mean, you could see that confidence right now from Winterfox, and they're shuffled by that because Crucial has been a key player for 2 rounds. That you're not gonna get me a second time. I know what's going on here, but Crucial at this point on Cash, he's shook. He can't get those kills now. Those easy ones with Cash and Dexter out in the open with only CZ.
I think all of Splyce at this point is shook. I think they're all a little bit wiped out mentally in terms of what to do here because nothing has worked. So this is going to be tough. Another run boost, imagine. Oh, that could fail. Broke his ankle, falls off. Apoc's been brought down to 15, though, and him and Buzz have exchanged damage. Buzz is down towards 9, so yeah, pretty even trade, all things considered, over towards mid. But, I mean, Offnu is just going to shut Davey down. And there's a nice nade into the door as well. Imagine's going to go for this peak, and actually he's going to win it. Aggressive, and he's going for more. It's Apoc who finds Buzza in the end, so this is all coming crumbling down for Splyce at the end of this first half. It's 12-2. What a dominant defense, and even Crucial just can't find the timing on that shot. And Imagine is just decimating everyone.
3 versus 1, 3 versus 0. 13-2 to end the first half. Winterfox versus Splyce. So dominant right now for the Oceanic team. They really only need to win pistol round at this point. And you could pretty much
it'd be pretty quick after that,
over.
wouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, this is going to be so tough, especially for a team like we just said. They just seem mentally like they're not in it right now. It seems like they've been beaten. We saw on the second map a little bit of I think that was Ascilian who had a little bit of that frustration at some point. So
yes.
Just maybe a little bit just kind of put out of their game, and it's no surprise as well with the way that Offnu, Imagine, the way these guys have been punishing Splyce. It's so hard to handle that over a 3-map series.
We asked for some players to step up here for Winterfox, and they have answered the
call.
call.
I thought it was going to be Dexter and Zuzi. I was wrong. It happens once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it was 2 other ones. Well, you kind of got Dexter. He did get some good op
yeah,
shots
he has been solid with the op, which is cool because the first couple of times I saw him, I mentioned it earlier, they didn't seem like they had like a real opper. They seemed like they didn't have anyone who actually wanted to do it.
So you're like a real prophet. There was some truth into your statement.
Oh, geez, that's a sick shot from Ascilian. Is he going to go for more? Another flashbang, but he gets dropped. And actually, there's a big flight coming in from the B bomb site. Arya's just got to stay alive. The reinforcements are coming, and I don't think Winterfox is going to be ready for it. Imagine has spotted it out, though. Oh, that's a nice shot. Can he get one more? No, Buzza trades him off, but it is going to be a 2-on-3. They do have the bomb planted. Zuzi's got to be careful. I don't think they realize there's one in door quite yet. Coming through the smoke, though. This is all Splyce in this pistol round so far. Offnu, big job to do, and Davey shuts him down. So he said they needed a pistol round if they even wanted a glimmer of hope. Well, they've got it.
Good job there for Splyce. I mean, at this point, was it a good call for Ascilian to go for that double peek towards main? I mean, he got the first one there. He did see a train of Glocks coming towards him, so maybe the reaction was trying to maybe catch another one before dying.
Yeah, because that's the big thing is he's not the one who's supposed to win the round. Like, yeah, the one kill is great, the second pop flash, see what else you can get, but the real strength of that tactic is the fact that Splyce essentially had 3 players rushing B as CT. They were on that quick flank, and that's what's going to win him the round. So Ascilian just taking that fight with those pop flashes, it just delays for an extra 3, 4, maybe 5 seconds for that flank to actually come to fruition.
On the other end for Winterfox, what was positive for them is at least they were able to get a bomb plant. So full block save going in. A tag from Crucial with the scout onto Imagine down to 49 HP is that terrorist member. As they are still spread across the map for Winterfox. So again, no armor, only pistols, getting that bomb plant before. They want to try to end this quick by getting a full gun round in the next one.
Yeah, but at least, I mean, there's a deagle on Apoc, so there's a chance here. This is the thing. Without any real utility, they have to rely on Apoc with that deagle to just find that one lucky shot that might open everything up, that one deag. And so far, he's not able to do it. Davies brought down to 1 HP, though. Oh, and actually, Ascilian, does he recover in time? You can see how scared he is to take these fights. He's got a UMP against basically a P250, and he just wants to fall away. He doesn't want anything to do with that. So Buzz is going to be all alone towards A. Davies got to be so careful. If Buzzer falls here, he is dinked down to 12. Here comes the Swarm, and now the next man up only has 1. So the bomb site is open for Winterfox, and Davey, he does some damage, but he can't find any kills.
Well, at least he does have support already from Ascilian and Arya. They have 2 kits to work with as well. They do have one more flash to clear out Z first with that first flash. And they do have a 3 versus 3. The advantage at least for... Okay, never mind. I was going to say the advantage for Winterfox is that they only have pistols for... I mean, Splyce is that they only have pistols for Winterfox, but they managed to get the first kill. It's finally avenged by Arya, but Ofnu gets a second P250 kill onto that 1 HP player. Arya's going to be the last man standing. Clock is ticking down. He does get the first kill. And the second one.
Oh, no. And he gets it. Imagine didn't need to peek that like that. He could have let Arya chase him down. I mean, there's still a lot of time on the clock for Arya to have toyed with him, but, I mean, Ofnu, what a sick round. 4 kills. And here's the thing. There was no investment that round. There was no armor. There was no utility. It was just upgraded pistols because they were planning on buying this next round anyway, so that just makes things so much easier. They are so incredibly pleased with that round. Because look at how many rifles are bought. There's 2 M4s on the board that are going to fall. There's a FAMAS as well. They're only able to get out of this with 1 rifle, so huge second round now for Winterfox. And while they even have an AWP on the Splyce side, they have no utility. This is a huge advantage for Winterfox. Imagine's going to be the first one out, and oh, that flashbang was so fortunately timed. Cillian, he gets away with one, and Crucial responds as well. So all of a sudden, they've managed the danger portion of this very, very well. Dexter coming right through the smoke, though. That's the AWP. Oh. It's down. The B bomb site is open. They've got to be careful with the flank. I don't know if they have the manpower to necessarily watch it on the Winterfox side. And actually, if Dexter wanted to, he could pick up an AWP.
And Buzza is still here inside this A site.
Oh, that nade's going to give away how advanced his position is. That's a little bit of a bummer, but what a flick. Dexter just shuts down Davey.
Ofnu holding back inside that site. We do have some sprays with the Famasu. That's more to try to get lucky. And speaking of lucky, we're up all night as well.
All right, well, while you're singing Daft Punk, we've got Ofnu with 2 kills and Zuzi with another one. So, I mean, that's such a huge round. And, I mean, what a playmaking. That's kind of the... They were down at a 5-on-3, or a 3-on-5, I guess I should say, from the Winterfox side. And just coming right through the smoke, Dexter just makes everything happen. This flick is nuts. But its decision to flash and just jump through a smoke, he finds Arya out in the open. So just a sick sequence of rounds. And you could see, in this matchup, in this cash map at least, all the playmakers are on the Winterfox side. Splyce has gone silent.
And now even silent in terms of weapons. They only have pistols to work with. Few nades, light damage on to Davey and to Arya, but somehow 2 kills. This is a pushing up aggressively towards that mid side, I guess, and also towards blue door, but they have lost one. That's Arya. At least he's able to get that information to say, all right, the bomb carrier is there. There was another one as well. Third one unknown, as they do have a counter boost for Crucial.
He's still biding his time. Yeah, I'm not sure. That must have never been called out. There's no reason for Dexter to just be sitting in the open like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they brought it back. There's 1 player in the site. Davey's out towards truck. I mean, they don't have long to just play here in the entranceway. They've got to get into the site. There's a flank coming in. There's too many players. This Molotov is just delaying and delaying and delaying. There's the flank, and Crucial's actually dinked on Imagine as well, so Smoke's at least going to block him off. That's a good find from Ofnu. Can he pull more magic out? That would be insane. If he pulls him back into this round somehow, it'd be incredible, and he's not going to be able to do it. Buzzer with the deagle. Splyce responds. The desperation buy keeps him alive a little bit longer.
Again, this series has been the story all about the pistols.
Both of these teams could actually
just pistol for the rest of the game.
After this event, they can go back and download these demos and look at every single anti-eco, anti-force buy they've had, and just do everything exactly the opposite of the way they've done it. Neither team has been good at rifles versus pistols.
Some words of wisdom from Moses.
I mean, they're just going to make it harder on themselves. Although, I mean, I can't tell if it's just some ridiculously good shots of the pistols or just some misplays. But both of these teams have lost so many rounds of rifles against the P250 Tech 9 armor.
Well, this time it is going to pay off in favor of Splyce against these pistols. Dexter gets a nice headshot there from the deagle onto Davey. He's just going to try to keep it cool, trying to connect with this one, but caught with no more bullets in the clip. Buzza picks it up, and I guess they lost only 2 players, I think, out of that?
Yeah, 2. It's not too shabby. There's plenty of rounds now that Winterfox can play with, and the benefit they have on the T side as well, it's a little bit easier to manage the economy. So one of the ways they can win when they have this kind of a lead is you just kind of suffocate in terms of the money that Splyce can use. Even if you're losing multiple rounds in a row, 2, 3, 4 rounds in a row, as long as you're getting 3 to 4 kills each time, eventually Splyce is going to be missing something. They might not have the AWP they want. They might not have a kit. They might not have something. There's the op. Crucial going to try and get things going. This is the second shot. He's got support in the vents, but he's doing it all on his own for now, although Cillian does drop out. Arya has fallen to APOC, and actually there goes Cillian. Now they have one more in Checo to deal with. Crucial's still alive, and they've kind of lost track of him. but down into a one-on-one. So
all pistols again.
and I don't even think there's armor. So this is pretty incredible stuff out of the Winterfox side.
No, Offnu.
He's prepared for this as well.
That is insane.
Offnu is just a monster tonight. Offnu can't lose.
That is insane.
I don't know what to say anymore. I'm losing my mind, man, silly.
I'm getting a stomachache from this coffee.
Red Bull's treating me fantastic, but I mean this is now just so many rounds that Offnu has carried them through. Imagine as well, but what a map, what a performance he's putting out. I think I just saw 25 kills right there at the end before it faded away.
Insane plays here from Winterfox. Serious point right now for Winterfox as well to see if they will move on and face off against Selfless and make Splyce pack their bags 1 for 1.
All they've got to do is beat pistols, and the reverse boost is not going to work twice.
Yeah, Arya tried to go for that early peek, spots one at the truck, forced to fall back, and Zeusie's waiting there out in the open. Now with only 2 more players that hold the future of Splyce in this event in their hands, that is going to be Davey and Crucial. Crucial falling back with the AWP. Davey trying to fall back into A. Now this is going to have to be huge plays for them. They don't even have, they do have a tip to work with. Davey spots him towards that blue door, and that's going to be APOC opening it up. Meanwhile, you do have the rest of Winterfox closing in. So this, with 54 seconds left on the clock, they still decide to work towards this A side. And this is where Crucial is at. He's going to have to come up big with AWP Davey as well, but he cannot get it. Zusi and Dexter get the last 2 kill. And they will win this series with the 3rd map victory, 16-6 on Cash over Splyce.
Yeah, that's tough to swallow if you're Splyce, but I mean at the same time, how do you really stop some of these plays that Offnu is making? Imagine on Mirage. I mean that's incredible individual performances from those guys. Obviously, Cash, we witnessed a little bit of a collapse, and you never want to end a tournament on that kind of a note. But I mean overall, this is a team that's also got to realize, and they probably know deep down, despite hating to lose, that they haven't played with their full lineup yet. You know, they're going to get Machine Gun on Monday. That's going to be a big piece of their success moving forward. His talent, his ability, that's going to be huge for them. So I think that's the big thing. They have some things they can learn from this. You know, like I said, they can check out, you know, all the anti-ecos. Both teams can, in reality. And then they can kind of figure out, you know, what they want to work on immediately when Machine Gun gets here on Monday. They're just like, it's time to get to work.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a great run by Splyce, no matter what, to make it here. Unfortunately, they have lost to Winterfox in this series 2-1, winning their own map pick on Overpass, but then losing to Mirage on Mirage and Cash. That being said, they did have Buzza come in. They didn't have that much time of a chance to practice because they pretty much picked them up maybe 2-3 days before the event. So they really had to play with the skills that they got. But unfortunately, we mentioned those weaknesses towards the A side, towards Mirage.
Yeah.
That's Buzza playing there. So they exploited that weakness.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily Buzza's fault.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying when you're talking about this
right, I know what
teamwork,
you mean. Well,
yeah.
maybe it is something where Winterfox is just like, all right, let's just attack him. Why not? And it worked out. But I mean, still, I'd be more worried about just, you know, obviously the anti-ecos that I've touched on a couple times. Yeah, that's the big one. I think that's all I got.
All right, well, as that's all you got, I mean, you can see it is some still defeated looks on Splyce's face, but you know what? You can't really take anything away from them. Davey, you're still a winner in my heart.
Okay, well, there's that. Yeah, and I'm just actually happy that we have this Winterfox team showing up. They just get over to the States. They've shown some good stuff online. I was so impressed by even Dexter with the op, but then also obviously Offnu and Imagine. Can't speak enough about the effort they put in. Obviously need to work on that overpass, but Mirage and Cash looked all right.
And it's all on individual map in terms of how some players have stepped up. I mean, you saw Imagine step up on Mirage, Offnu stepping up on Cash. Now these guys will have to face elimination one more time still, though, because they're playing Selfless next. And Selfless actually looked quite good. Although they lost 16-14 versus Heroic in their previous match, they just played so strong against Splyce. I mean, Breezy and no one have been absolutely phenoms pretty much for Selfless.
I mean, I'm not going to be in the desk for that one, so I'm just going to say right now that Winterfox that we just saw is going to body Selfless.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are you not going to be on the desk?
I don't know. We didn't have a desk for this one. Launders didn't have to be here. No, I'll be here if you guys need.
Indeed, probably Launders will be here. He's still hanging out in the background. Maybe we'll have a 3-man cast. I don't know. Let's just have fun with it. But we'll figure it out. But we will wait for Selfless, give him a chance to get on stage and sit up here. We probably still have that match happening on the other end, which is Northern Arena _CS, to have that coverage. I think it's between Cloud9 still going on now versus Rogue. So make sure you guys check that out. If not, they do have some BO3s happening in the lower end as well. So actually, we do have an update. It is 11-3 in favor of Cloud9 on this map. So this is still a best of 1. So we're still on that winner side in Group C. So we are really trying to clear out all the group plays for today and move on to the quarters for Saturday. So thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out with us. We still have plenty of action happening here on the Northern Arena stream, brought to you by Bell. But at least for now, for Moses and Vansili, we're going to close it off until the next match starts. So don't go anywhere.